unmute the mic too. Hello, how is everyone doing? I thought I'd jump in and do a short little stream. Probably only go for an hour or so after doing our Bale stacking challenge with G-Portal, but hope you guys are all good. Nice to see you. Nice to be able to tune in just for a bit. Don't know who was busy watching. I don't know if Faber was because he competed. How you doing, mate? Good to see you. And now I'm not concentrating on my driving. Hey, Mr. Stigman, how are you, man? Nice to see you. Big Mac, g'day, mate. Welcome along. Hope all is good. So yeah, no, I thought we'd just jump into No Creek Farms and just have a bit of a play around for a little bit. Just do a little bit of mowing. Still got some hay to make. And yeah, just have a chat for a little bit. A bit of a bummer that no one got to see the matchup between myself and Metis, because it was a pretty close battle. I think he won by about 3 seconds. That went back and forth a little bit. He got the 4 bales on, and then I managed to get my 6 on before he had his 6, and then he managed to get his last 2 and through to the finish. But that's alright. That was fun. For reference, with the 8 bales I can do under a minute 20. In fact, I could probably almost get close to under a minute if I was doing it locally, so I'll still claim my fastest bale stacker. It's not fastest bale stacker with 200 ping to an European server. Hey noob, how you doing? Chinook, good morning, mate. You still down in Queenstown? Hope you're enjoying it. Been a beautiful few days around our part of the world, so I'm assuming it's been similar for you as well. Faber, thank you very much for joining the channel, becoming a member. Appreciate it, mate. Still there, leave today. Nice. Go down for any special reason, or just to get a weekend away and cheap staff flights? Let's try and get down there again at some stage. Been a long time since I've been in Queenstown. Too many nice places to go in New Zealand. That's the annoying part. Just a weekend away. Nice. Hey, Pleasant, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Although, I call you out on saying you were there to support Frosty, eh? Watching the bale stacking. I was hurt. I was hurt. That's all good. All good. He was pretty tired. He was in chat. Hey Jared, how you doing? Good morning. Hope you're having a nice Saturday. Part of the States you're in. See, one day you'll make it out to New Zealand. You'll have to, Nick. It's getting easier actually. Like Asia used to be our biggest market, but the number of direct flights, and like there's American based airlines, so I think United and maybe American Airlines are flying direct to New Zealand now. Pretty cool. We're doing code sharing stuff, so there's lots of flights, lots of ways to get here, and it's a direct flight from the States too. None of this having to stop over in Asia to get to Europe or something. Hey sheep, how you doing? I know, Pleasant. That's all good, mate. I was just winding up. Frosty's a nice guy. Love New Zealand, Faber. Yeah, you spent some time down here, didn't you? Down in the South Island, maybe? In South Canterbury or Timaru, or somewhere around there. Money's the issue. Money's the issue for everything. Everything would be easy and nice if money wasn't a problem, wouldn't it? Hey, Mrs. Professor, how you doing? Nice to see you. I'm doing good. Thank you. Just I stopped watching it now because it was pretty hard to take, but just been doing the bale stacking challenge at G-Portal, so that kind of, well, that's finished now, so I thought, well, let's jump in and do a little bit of a stream, just for a short one, go for an hour, maybe a little bit longer, and just a little bit of farming on No Creek back in here. It's been a while, and I had this all set up actually to go, had the thumbnail and all that made, so it was easy to do. Down south, yeah, that's right. Frosty's been testing your new barns out. Those are the ones, I have seen you've shared some images of those, eh? Can't anyone else do? I'd always offer, but I know that I'd be terrible at it. If you can integrate something like that into a gameplay, for me as a content creator, it's doable. But if you're trying to just do it without, it's a little bit harder. Yeah, you can. Morning, Tim. How you doing? Good to see you, mate. Hope all is good in your part of the world. Alright. So we actually had a really good battle with Metis in our Bale stacking match. I think it was like 3 seconds or something. It's close. Oh, you're giving me a hard time. I've been tested by Giants. Just a couple of things to change and should be out to you, right? Ah, good man. Nice, pleasant. That's awesome. Are they cross-platform, cross-play? All platforms? Console? Whatever you want to say. That'd be cool. If you weren't a diabetic, you'd live in New Zealand for sure. But they won't... Ah. That sucks. Very blessed, thank you likewise. Thanks, mate. Should come out for everyone. Good job, Pleasant, good job. Hey, Sir Electric, how are you? No, I am not. I grew up on a farm and have farmed in my life. We used to grow potatoes and raise beef animals. Which my dad still, well, he doesn't grow potatoes anymore, but the family still do. We live next to the family farm, so we subdivided a couple of acres off and built a house out here 7 years ago. But yeah, still live around the farm, still have a active interest in it, but I have my own business and I'm an architect now. I was tempted to throw that all in, dealing with red tape and bureaucracy the other day. Go and drive tractors or something instead. Hey Farmer G, how you doing? I didn't let him beat me. I was trying my hardest, honest. Amazing how much just a little bit of input lag on your controls makes things just that little bit harder. Especially when you've got your muscle memory and you're used to being able to load without it. So, make things a bit harder. Excuse me for just a sec. Alright, that's better. I feel like whatever was stuck in my throat's gone now. I would have loved it if you all could have seen our matchup, Farmer G. It's a shame. My money's on Metis will take it out. He'll beat everyone now. He will win. I might try and we'll go and grab a tedder. What I was thinking about doing, I need another small tractor, like this size tractor on the farm. I was gonna mow, got to ted it, and then windrow it, but I've only got the other big John Deere. Whatever it is, 8410? 8410? Can't remember now. It's been a while. But we've only got the other big tractor, so I suppose I can get this tractor to do some tedding, and we can put the windrower on the other one for a bit. At least so we can then start doing a bit of baling. Hey DK, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hello Dazed. Evening. Evening. Just jumping on for a short stream since we've finished our Bale stacking challenge with G-Portal. It was high expectations. Couldn't quite follow through. Won my first match and then lost the semi-final to the Midas by about 2 seconds, 3 seconds I think it was in the end. It was back and forth though. He had 4 bales on really quickly and then I caught up and I had my 6th bale on before he had his 6th. And he managed to get his last 2 on quicker than I could. Beat me to the finish line. Hey Jared, evening mate. Yeah, it was cool that it was close. Shame we didn't clutch up, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I didn't expect to do very well because of my connections. I was playing against EU players on an EU server, so I think if everyone was playing on a New Zealand server, I would have cleaned up. If we should have had a home and away series, that would have been good. Have a home and away series where you play on their server and then one on your server. And take the cumulative times or something. I don't know. It's funny how much more pressure there is when you're doing it against someone though. All that Oaks gameplay, yeah, that's true. Certainly does. My bale stacking on the Oaks leaves a lot to be desired too, and I'm not trying to do it really fast on the Oak. Tell you what, we had a beautiful day in New Zealand yesterday. Stunning. Managed to get the legs out, put some shorts on for the first time. Well, since I was in Europe, but first time since the end of autumn. Did better than DJ. DJ, let's just say DJ's heart probably wasn't in it. I'm sure. I'm sure his heart was in it. His head probably wasn't. There was all sorts of suggestions on what he should be doing in voice chat though. Ava went and did what DJ was going to do, which was drive through the trailer and try and tip it over and everything like that. Funny. I've heard it's hot over your way, Dazed. Hey Mark, how you doing? Yep, just jumped on for a short little stream tonight. This morning. Just finished doing the G-Portal Bale stacking challenge, so thought seeing that aid into my normal stream time, I'd jump on for a little bit, do a little bit of haymaking. I feel like I've spent a lot of time loading bales on content in the last wee while. What with the Oaks and here and what else? Well, that's probably it. Feels like it's been a lot. It's not a bad thing. A bad thing. Oh, excuse me. McLean and Midas are in the overall final. Ah, interesting. Midas will clean up. Here's a good run. Start putting my oak silage in a pit. But I don't have any equipment to do that with, Dazed. And I can wrap and do all my own baling work. And don't have to pay anyone to do any silage for me. But it's actually all I'd need to buy is a Pick up trailer there, wouldn't I? I'd have to get a forage harvester in. Can always borrow your auto loader. What auto loader have you got? Have you got one of the like the Bale loading trailers? Like when you say auto loader, do you mean like the Anderson ones? The base game Bale loaders, like that one does round bales, eh? Prefer bulk over bales. I've got that, I'll figure that out. The Anderson one that can hold 24 rounds. You're flying sheep. I've been impressed with your farm. I don't know how big a loan you've got. And I will need to do a shout out for a farmhand for you. See if anyone wants to join and come and give you a hand. Just want to bring up virtual farmer's stream now and see if I can watch the final. Just tab into that. See what's happening. It's on now. Meters 150. And Farmer Klein 215. Bang. It's my 143. Would have won there. Oh, that's over and done with. Oh, goodness. Right, once we're on the outside, and then we'll be good to go. Oh, nice Jayhawk. Nice one. Hey, Bo. Morning, mate. Morning, Floyd. How you doing, buddy? I think sheep already filled the position for farmhand. There's another slot on the server, but nothing left that can be planted, so not sure people want to start it now. Ah, gotcha. Grass would be able to be planted, wouldn't it? Plus, pretty much every field has grass on, has a crop in it, or is it because you've got the farm already purchased and set up, don't you? This is going to be ugly. If we can manipulate that around a little bit. I want to get all of that. Not the done way, but that'll work. Any recommendations for American maps similar to Middleburg? Brother Dave, how are you? Have you had a look at any of DJ Modding's maps like UMRV or Green Valley, Nebraska? A couple of good ones. What else is similar to that? Edgewater. Good one. American Falls, which has just come out. I don't know what it is about. What is it about Middleburg that appeals to you? Spent a lot of time on that one, so. They could sell that land and buy others. It's just set up as an example. True. True. So yeah, so you could get in. If you got a now bought a field, it'll have a crop in it, won't it? Buy the NPC's crops. Right, here we go. Let's fold this all up. Go find its header. Aurelian the Dark One. Hello. I hope Floyd's got his hat on, Bo. I hope he's given you the other one to wear as well. We'll just go. I've already said a couple of times, but we're just going to stream for a little bit. Won't be a long one. We'll jump on and have a chat, do a bit of farming. Miss being on No Creek Farms. Still such a nice. I like all these little bits in here like that. Like, if I wanted to, I could mow that, but it's also be cool to come down with like a bush hog or something like that and just top it, just to clean up the area. This strip here on the side. Lots of areas. You live in a hilly area in East Tennessee and Middleburg is similar to how the farmland is my Meridian and small fields. Interesting. Interesting. Medium and small then. Maybe have a look at any of TNT Modding's map. Eureka Farms. What else is there that he's done? Even like Ashton Corners by MRG could be an option. Westby, if you on, well, you must be on PC. Westby, Wisconsin, which I think is on Dinners Farms. No, he didn't do that. Who did that? Part of that crew did. Whoever it was now. Alright, let's put the mower back in here. Yes, it's going back dirty. Don't call me out on it. I'm a changed man. Alright, Ted is there. Let's go and get that hooked up. If you wanted hilly, you could go for the Palouse map, but that's not small fields. You could always shape them into smaller fields though, they don't have to be that big. Put them up. Alright, let's go get this done. No worries, Dave. No worries. He's taking his hat off so he doesn't get stains on. How's he going to get stains on his hat? Funny. Cute. Love it. FSGS has effect on you. Oh, it's kind of like a role reversal thing, right? I figured he's got to 70,000 plus subs by having duty equipment. Maybe I've been doing it wrong this whole time. That's the duty shed just batching the Garrett for a wash day. Exactly. Exactly. Right. Now, seeing this grass was mown like 3 weeks ago, I'm pretty sure it'll be dry enough to Ted in the windrow. Question is, can I put an horseplay on this field? Look. Yes. Has it found it? It has. Nice. Alright. One tool. Go around 3 times maybe? Twice, because it'll struggle on that little gap. Start working on the headlands. Rest to skip. It's around a course. There you go, it's alright. I'll let it do that. There it goes. Quite as wide as I did with my mowing, but not far off. I probably mowed off the actual grass bit a little bit, didn't I? That'll do. Wade Mitch as we speak. Yes, that's right. Yeah, I wash up 1 or 2 times a week, not every day. Yeah, you're quite right. Quite right. Just become a running joke. Alright, so there's the baler hooked up. We'll just park this in here for now. We shall go and find the windrow. Like I said, bigger tractor than you'd probably windrow, but needs must. It's a 7 series, isn't it? I was thinking it was a 8 something. Is there a way to permanently turn off the headland feature in courseplay? Not that I know of. Not that I am aware of, but there could be. Why would you want to turn it off? What I'm curious with. Oh, and GPS. As in the headland mode set to stop. I don't know actually. I haven't had it working. Yeah, not that I'm aware of, but I haven't. Honestly, I've tried using the headland mode a couple of times and it hasn't worked as well as it used to. 19 for me at least. I used to play on a server and I'd let my computer run for like on big long runs. Like, what was it, Farms of the Madison County, 19, and the fields were like a mile long, so I'd be running a harvester and be playing another game or doing some editing or doing something while it was doing that, and just let it run. On the lure, the mod and set the default distance to 0 or something similar. True. The only thing then is if there's any updates, you'd have to go through and do it every time, wouldn't you? How do you join yours? Magic. Got to be a G-Portal partner. Yeah, so on Courseplay Farmer G, you definitely can set no headlands, but I think J-Hawk was talking about the GPS. Next time on the Oaks, you should have a play around with headland management mode. Mod in combination with VCA, you can make it auto turn on headlands for the next pass and lift to lower. You use it to automate your crab steering on the Vredo. Yeah, I should. I haven't played around with headland management and that. I should. I won't do it next time I'm on the Oaks, but I might have a play around with it on a single player save or something. I kind of want to let that guy go for a little bit. I feel like if we start windrowing now, we're going to get all sorts of troubles. We'll let him do another headland pass. Jump in. You've got a G-Portal shirt, does that count? Oh, absolutely then. Yeah, no, you're welcome to join. I'll, send me your address and I'll put the password in an envelope and get it couriered out to you. Hey VF, how you doing, mate? Good evening. Nice job on the casting, mate. It was a lot of fun. Shame about the internet though. What was it? Yeah, heat? Was it getting too hot for you? I'll take solace in losing to the eventual winner by less than 3 seconds or whatever it was. How does Yoss join asking for a friend? Auto contour option, which either works awesomely or drops you in the ditch. Whoopie days. Oh, so it's your router doesn't like the heat. Crazy. Never haven't experienced that before. Maybe we don't get the heat. The reason you're upset with Middleburg is because of the view in the distance looks like a lake water texture, if that makes sense. Any idea how to fix that? Yes, Brother Dave. That is the Giants made a change to the texture files for in the game about 6 months ago. And if the modder hasn't made an update to it, there's a couple of videos around how to do it. Did Disturbed? I think Disturbed did one. Days Do Yoss might be able to drop a link in chat for you on how to do it. You just need to go in and edit one line of XML or change a XML file over in the map. Can you ask a question? Ask him a friend. Go for it, Yoss. I know it's asking on your own behalf because you don't have any friends, but anyhow. You destroyed the last one by leaving it in a cupboard. Ouch. Or router. Router. Must say you're a brave man, VF, having those those points rewards things. But you were committed. I'm impressed. baked router. Sounds tasty, doesn't it? Thank you, Dazed. Yes, have a look at that, Brother Dave, and unzip the map and have a play around with it. It is pretty simple if you're confident doing that sort of thing. You only have subordinates. Exactly. But like baked Alaska. Close. It's got a more brittle texture. Baked Alaska's quite soft. Is DJ a subordinate? Yeah, 50 viewers in here. Thank you everyone for joining. Nice to have you here. It's just a short little stream while we got caught up with the bale stacking event we were doing with G-Portal. Right, let's get this all unfolded and we will make a start on a bit of windrowing. That guy should go down to the other end of the field. Oh, maybe start at this end. Oh. As long as they don't... Oh, see, that's what they're going to do, aren't they? They're going to ruin my... I can't. They're going to ruin my rows. We'd let them get further ahead. Gotta let them get further ahead. Yes, thank you everyone for joining. If you haven't already dropped a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it very, very much. Sorry. Well, it's funny actually, a lot of the US guys when they were doing their events, so DJ and Clutch and Orby and who else was there? Tony and... Oh, not Farmer Klein, I don't think he stayed in chat, but a lot of them just stayed in chat while they were doing it. Quite funny. Listen to them talking. Smack talk's real with those guys. I'm just trying to figure out what we should do. I'm just about to do the tedding myself. I wonder if I can set the tedder up on the other field. Tell you what we'll do. Take the truck down. We don't need it yet, but we'll take it down. Hey, oh, okay. That's still attached. Get him out of here. Hey John, it is morning. It is indeed 8:25 AM. We were up at the alarm was set for 10 to 6 this morning, which was not much fun. Nice to see you though, mate. Thank you for tuning in. Blasting the 100 meter record there. Jeez, I know, right? I know. We need to get some feed because our cows are all sitting out here happily grazing on the grass, but we're going to need some stuff for winter, so hence trying to get some hay done. Got the straw, and we'll have silage. We've got some corn we'll put in a pit, so they're chopped up to make some corn silage. I don't even look. I don't know if... No, does this have growth cycles for any winter crops? It does. We plant some wheat, barley, canola. Okay. Might have to have a look at doing that. Right. You need to go and find and download this map. So this one's Squatch Monkey has made the edit to this one. Jayhawk. Can't remember if I've left a link in the description or not, but you'll go find it on his page. I did a map tour on it a few months ago, back in June, from memory. There will definitely be a link to it in there. 10 to 6, that's dedication. Well, the funny story is a lot of the guys have been sitting in there. When I got joined the voice chat, they'd already been there for an hour. Dave from G-Portal wanted everyone there nice and early to make sure everyone was present and set up and all that sort of stuff. But I was thinking I could start this. What are we going to do? What I might do, might break this field into 2 little chunks just so I can start windrowing. Not quite kosher, but it'll do. Keep thinking it was at 2:30 Central, almost missed it. Turn that on. There we go. Still reckon the Vermeer pack is one of the best ones I've brought out of all the DLCs. I'd say if I had to rate the DLCs, that's a good question. If I had to rate the DLCs that have come out so far, I would be... excluding the maps, excluding Silverarm Forest and that, I think I'd go Kubota number 1, Vermeer number 2. What else is there? Oxbow number 3? Oh, Horse. Yeah. I'd forgotten about the Horse dazed. But yeah, Horse should be above Oxbow. I think I go Kubota, Vermeer, Horse. Kubota, Vermeer, Horse, Oxbow. What else have we had? Trying to think. That's how much they mean to me. Antonio Carrera would be pretty low on the old pecking order. Goreville was good actually, yeah. Goreville be... well, I'd almost say Goreville above the Oxbow. Kubota, Vermeer, Horse, Goreville, Oxbow. Yeah, I'm not going to look at a link days. I could have found that too. Thank you though. Right, we're going to, like I said, let them go past and divide this into half. Otherwise we'll be sitting here forever. I should have just, shouldn't have bothered mowing that other field. Should have just jumped in here and tedded this one. Stationary Groville is too slow. I mean, I like it. I like the concept of it. I just haven't played with it enough. Kind of like a lot of the stuff though, unless you know, I've made a point of grabbing the Vermeer stuff for this one. I've used a bit of Kubota in a couple of maps. But unless you actually make a point of playing with it, you kind of forget it's there and then just default to third-party mods anyhow. At least that's my usual MO. I was excluding the pumps and hoses because it was a third-party one. But yeah, pumps and hoses is good. Again though, I think pumps and hoses takes too much effort for me to set up and use. And there's too much unknown over whether it's actually going to work, or it's getting those last little 1%ers right with it. If you used it enough and you played with it regularly, it probably wouldn't be quite so bad. 10% more silage and using a loading wagon, 10% more. Yeah, it's free silage, isn't it? Free silage. Use a loading wagon with the silage additive and then put more in the stationary baler. It's cheating, Jayhawk. But hey, that's what you want to do, go for it. So the Oxbow comes out in a week, doesn't it? 18th of September. And then we are the 14th of November for the Platinum expansion, isn't it? We've had the Premium expansion, next one's the Platinum. Have I got that right around the right way? I can't remember now. Hey, Simulator YouTuber. Hello, welcome. I'll go through this one again just to grab that bit that I missed. Up and down roads are actually going to be hard because it's a silly angle, aren't they? See if we can get this done. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. Isn't that cheating? It's Coast Auto Bale trailers. I don't use them that much. I tend to, more often than not, I'll try and drive the bales to the trailer and just get it to latch on, but I see your point. Only because I just enjoy doing the bale stacking. Or using a front loader. It's actually something I really enjoy doing on the farm too. Picking up front loader, I used to love when we baled straw or something. I'd be able to race around in the tractor. Just have a little Ford 4600. Nothing beat running around a field. You knew if it was straw, you knew it was a nice flat field and there was no holes or anything to worry about because it had been prepared and everything like that. Tilled and seeded and harvested, so you just had to keep an eye out for the bales anyway. Does anyone else notice this? There's one thing with this windrow. You think it's wider than it actually is. See? I feel like I shouldn't be missing those bits. I once had the steering rod break on me. I was driving towards a bale to pick it up, and I think I might have adjusted or something at the last minute just for alignment. Or I might have turned when I had a bit of weight on the front, and one wheel was facing in a direction it shouldn't have been. For I don't know how old I was, 14 or 15-year-old, you were sort of worried it was going to be a pricey fix, but it wasn't too bad. Good thing about those older tractors. So that, but I still nearly flew off a Schaefer chasing straw. There's always a damn hole. Hey, Heavy Metal Gaming, how are you? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. It reminds me seeing you there and knowing you're a moderator for Mr. Sealy P. How awesome was it to see him hit 100,000 subs? Very cool. We've got a little group chat with some of them. Oops, I've hired a worker. Little group chat with some of the guys who were at FarmCon, and he was saying in there, and he might have said I didn't manage to watch his whole live stream, but he was saying in there that that was his one goal when he started his YouTube channel, was to get to 100,000 subs. Very awesome. Farmers are going to want a smooth field. Is it the windrows wider than the Vermeer pickup? Good. Windrows are interesting, aren't they? Because that one there, going around the corner, because the pixels for the map will always be a little bit wider too. But it is a pretty wide swath. Can't you? I think if you, what is it? If you go like that, it makes it narrower, doesn't it? But yeah, miss more grass. You good other than the farm all needs a new distributor cap and maybe a new set of points. Joys of old machinery. Always something. Still though, imagine if you were doing that on a brand new John Deere, how much that'd cost. Alright, looks like the Tedder is finished, so I wonder... I'm just going to jump in and push him through to the other field. Get that little one done. Do another 100 meter sprint. Catch me if you can, Dazed. Catch me if you can. Pricey doesn't have way more than that. Yeah. It is a little bit, isn't it? Oh. Yeah. Top of YouTuber. Oh, and he's a top bloke all around. Just it was such a pleasure to meet him. And Mrs. Sealy P. Well, upstanding people. Reed. And well, you know what I admire the most is he's just stayed true to the whole console thing. Would have been easy to go, oh, you know what? I should be doing this on PC. I can do more, but he's stuck with the whole console thing, and that's awesome. Generate fieldwork. It's given a real point of difference. Now, if anyone asks me a console question, it'll be go see Mr. CLP. He'll have the answer. Hey VF, I was disappointed, let down. I didn't see my hat on your shelf in the background. I hope it hasn't been relegated. Or in fact, no. I hope it's got pride of place somewhere else. How much did brand new John Deere be? Not 10 times what they should. Did I hear the price tag on the new quad track? Something stupid. Like, ridiculously stupid. Hey Messi, how you doing? Nice to see you. You blow out your kneecaps chasing me. Did a little bit of football training with our kids yesterday, and one of the other boys from my son's football team, his dad organised something. Super keen footballers. And we had a bit of a play around and did some of the things with them. My legs are still tight from it yesterday. Feeling it a bit. Feeling the pinch. Hey Paul Wright, how are you doing? Good to see you. Bear, how are you mate? Welcome along. Hope you guys are all good. This plays through some of the best, absolutely. Hey Sparky, good morning mate, welcome. Not going to get caught on that gate, are they? Nope, just missed it. Prices on gear are just stupid now here. $1 million. Prices on everything are just stupid dazed. I was thinking things hadn't moved very far, and then as part of our business we did our professional institution does an annual salary survey, and I compared what the average graduate gets now compared to when I graduated. Oh gosh, it's really moved that much in the time since I finished studying. Stupid. Mr. Silly People were in the first batch of folks invited to your land to drive tractors through. Once I achieved that goal in 3. So, do you know the stupid thing? I can't see what your next. It's 3 to something. 3 to 4 years. I can't see that because the little heart thing down in the bottom of chat hides the last part of the sentence. It's stupid. Along with you, and FSG. Cheers, mate. Oh, it's a exciting prospect. Good excuse to come to North Carolina. Where you are, isn't it? These guys have to pay for ice now. Lucky that your new job will be double minimum wage due to out of hours pay, but everything else I was looking at just wasn't worth the years of study for what I paid. I know, right? I know people, yeah. At the same time, this is my corporate anti-socialist hat on. Frustrates me when you see these groups striking and you've got young graduates who are striking to say we want better wages, we want better pay. Like, hang on, you chose to study this. Surely you did some research before you studied, or had at least an idea on what you're going to get paid to do that job. Like, am I naive in thinking that people don't have that kind of understanding? I don't know. I really want to be a insert job title here, but now that I'm doing it, I'm going to complain about how much I get paid to do it. Michigan. Ah. Fingers crossed it actually happens. Sent me team. Yeah. The heart is in the way. It is annoying. Ah, there it is. Nice. There you go, everyone. Where is that? That one there. There you go. There's the Argsy hat. So it is there. It just was. I couldn't spot it on the wall, but it's down below. Hey, Bale, how you doing? I lost my semi-final to Midas by 3 seconds. So he did a minute 40 and I did a minute 43, or there or thereabouts. It was a good match actually. Good close match. It swung, it seesawed. He had 4 bales on quicker than I did, and then I got my 5th and 6th bales on quicker than him. I thought, oh gosh, I've got this, and but then he managed to get his last 2 just a little bit faster than I could. But that was good, and he went on and won it. So I feel kind of good to lose to the eventual winner. Don't call me Shirley. No, they didn't. You did the research into it all, but then COVID and inflation happened, and now what I get won't pay for it all. True. Too much credit. Takes 10 years to graduate. There's a lot of room for salaries to slide. Actually, it takes 10 years to graduate. Or are you just saying that that's the way people study now, is that they don't do it full time, but they used to? Yeah, thanks, Bow. So, out of offline on just playing locally, I can do about a minute 10 for 8 bales. I'll probably go faster, but that's the best time I've done so far. Considering my fastest time for 10 bales is a minute 15, so there's certainly scope to be a little bit quicker. But I was living in the arse end of the world and trying to participate in those kind of things. It was fun though. It was good. It was nice and fast actually. I didn't feel like we were waiting around. Once it got going, I didn't feel like we were waiting around too long. So it was good. Good to be involved in. Hopefully you get 5 the next time. I'd love to be able to get fibre. Apparently you're paid well, but you never get to pay. You're paid enough. Age-old thing, isn't it? Right, let's get this win road up. And we're just going to go and grab the baler, I think. Because I'm only going to go for about another 15 minutes. And we'll be done. It's gone fast, actually. Even with your supplementary, yeah. I hear you, Heavy Metal Gaming. That feeling when all the harvesting contracts are potatoes. Ouch. And the lease equipment's never the big stuff. It's always the tow behind harvester, so even that doesn't make it worth it. Ah, wrong button. It's the one thing I do with this controller is the Thrustmaster controller. Because I use the back buttons, I occasionally slip onto the wrong one. Still not used to where it is on the back of the controller. Technically I was second, you should do a rematch. We did joke about the fact we should have a rematch because it wasn't live. And yes, for a doctorate. Yes, my degree was, I studied for 5 years and then it took me 4 years to become registered as an architect. Actually, it took me longer. I could have done it sooner, but when you're paying a few $1,000s as well to consider registration and go through the registration process, you want to make sure you're ready for it. You on board for the FS Streamer podcast CLP spoke about in his 100k stream. I haven't heard about it, Sparky. I didn't manage to catch all his stream or anything like that, so... Go back and have a look. Right. A little bit done. Go grab a baler. Might get it to you. But I was talking about it with a mate the other day. Once you've got a job and got experience, the degree's worthless anyhow. Everyone goes off your experience and knowledge more often than not. At least that's the case here. I mean, it's nice to know someone has a qualification, but you don't look at it and go, well, what grades did you get? Right, dump the win right here because we still need it down this end of the world. And grab the baler. One needs to wash the windscreen. "7 years, your doctorate," right. Ooh, run read chat while I'm driving. Oh, they do have the self-propelled. Okay. Jump out here and do it. You could lease the Thor. Could lease Mark some harvester. Hey, that's cheating, Jayhawk. Does it make it worthwhile if you're paying 15 grand for a lease build or not? Sounds like a great idea. I've been meaning to go back and watch the second half. I only caught the start of his stream. I think it was, what time did he start streaming? About midnight my time or something like that. So we went to bed. I think when his internet died when he tried to go out to the man shed. Man cave. I'm gonna call it. Got your current job before you finish the degree. 2 fields over 200k total. Well, that makes it worthwhile, doesn't it? If you want to do it. Or your apprenticeship and work. See, I always had plans to go into the armed forces. I was always going to be a pilot, and then I started getting migraines, and I'm not a swimmer. I thought, oh, they probably won't accept me, so I never even looked into it. Right, start bailing. I kind of regret that, because you hear about all these ex-Air Force pilots who now fly around the world, and you know, you effectively get a pilot's license paid for you, don't you? You get paid to get your pilot's license. Like a no-brainer. Chinook, thank you very much for that dono, sticker, super chat, whatever one it is. Appreciate it, my friend. Hope you are having a nice time down in the deep south. Soaking up some snow and some sunshine. You up the sticky field? You a skier? Up the fields or not? Nailing and reading chats. Not the best idea, is it? Now, yeah, we will dive through. End of the day, you're selling your skills and time. Get foot through the door. The qualification. Yep. That's the hardest thing as an architect, to be honest, is all you have to sell is your time. Really. You've got nothing tangible to give someone until you've actually done their design and drawings and things. Makes things a bit of a challenge sometimes. Am I the cheating police now? Yeah, I've moved on from dirty equipment. We're now on to the ethics of farming correctly. Not much snow down there, it's melting fast, is it? Hey Bella, how you doing? I'm halfway through the next episode. As in recording and editing it. So it's coming. I've been meaning to do a post on YouTube about it. It's taken me longer than I had ever anticipated. And amongst a whole lot of other things. It will be back. Decent amount of hay off this by the looks of things. Yeah, not too bad. The bales come out the back. I don't know if I could go back and study as a 29, 32-year-old. I don't know. I've always thought about doing something else. But every time I've thought about it, I was like, nah, that sounds like not me. But kudos to you guys who have. And worth it if it's improved everything for you, Bo. Alright, let's get some hay done. Makes it worth when you feel the difference in lifestyle. Yeah, I suppose that's the thing, you got to look past that sort of short-term pain, don't you? Number of times you've got, like, you've thought about doing something, you don't do it, and then like 5 years later you're like, gosh, if I'd done that I would have been finished by now, and who knows where I'd be. The old what-ifs. If onlys. It's funny, we talked when we were younger, when we were studying, this is early 2000s, and house pricing was becoming expensive then, in Wellington where we were living. We joked, we're like, oh, why don't we, like, you know, get some mates together and buy a house, and then we'll flatten it, pay ourselves rent or something, pay the mortgage. But we never did anything about it now. Imagine what that house would be worth, because while their houses were expensive then, they've probably doubled, maybe tripled in value. Anyhow, hindsight. I like this tractor. This is a 7R, the custom modding one. Nice looking tractor. Short-term, yeah, short-term sacrifice for the very long-term gain. Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely. But you look at it and you go, oh, it sounds too hard to sort of get all the legal stuff done. But imagine if you actually delved into it, there'd be plenty of people who've done the same. I've actually talked to, like, we've joked with friends about doing it as well, setting up like an investment business and building houses. It's just, I don't know. I guess the thing, if you're going to do it with friends, is there's always that risk of having a fallout and ruining a friendship over it. Like, I've got a mate who's a banker, so he can sort out the mortgage. I can do the design. But someone who does an events business, so they can stage the house to sell it. Someone else's son's a builder, so he could build it. Just about sorted. Try and sell that one to everyone. I've also talked about doing a like a co-share holiday house type thing. build an Airbnb, like do something as an Airbnb, but also something you kind of, there's some kind of cool concepts actually out there for co-sharing houses where you might have 3 families all living on the same site or having a property on the same site, but sort of, you know, sharing communal areas but having your own private area at the same time. Quite cool. The hippie in me. Hey Sean, how you doing? I've always been interested in why people do stupid things, Bo. That's the easy part, it's proving why they do the stupid things. It's the hard bit. Hot Sean. Hot. Not too bad here. It was warm here yesterday, actually. Overcast today, but we're off to football this afternoon. After having finished junior football, we're off to rep football today. YouTube's hidden that. Heavy metal gaming. What have you recorded? A video about your dog? What have they been doing? Oops. I'll read it. I can see it's something. Anyone who likes dogs, especially pitties, should keep an eye on my channel. I should have a new dog short dropping tomorrow night at 9 PM. We have a new puppy and she's playing a lot. Oh, nice. Very cool. Well, there you go. Go and check out Heavy Metal Gaming's channel on YouTube if you like pitties. I want to go and see his new puppy. She's almost 7 months old, but you got her as a 5.5-year-old. 5.5-month-old. Almost 7 months old. Got her as a 5.5-month-old. Oh, nice one. Right, well, we're not going to get this finished. It is 9 AM and I've got stuff to do. And like I said, it was just going to be a short little jump in here, get a little bit of work done, have a chat, chew the fat, see what everyone's up to. And yeah, we've done that. Thanks everyone who watched the Bale stacking challenge. Thanks obviously to G-Portal for putting it on, Virtual Farmer, Cast by Copter for hosting. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. So, we could figure out a way to remove lag and ping from online games. That would make you a rich person. So if someone can figure that out, go for it. But, let's park that up there. How many bars did we just make? There's not actually that many on there. There might have been more. It's the stats screen. Oh, 12 so far. Okay. They're big bales though, 8,000 litres. Oh yeah, 8, 12, so what's that, 96,000 litres? That's not too bad. I'll take it. Jayhawk, thank you very much for that membership, mate. Very much appreciated. Just happy to have caught an Argsy stream, not been able to do it in many months. Oh, nice, mate. Oh, it's a pleasure to have you here. Right, well, thanks everyone. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll be recording our Aussie Farms with FSG tonight, which will be good. And live again from Huron County on... not Huron County, we've changed it, haven't we? Where are we now? Midwest Horizons. Midwest Horizons on Wednesday. So anyone wants to join, make sure you jump in Discord and download all the mods and come along and play with us. It's fun. It's always a blast doing that. And if you don't want to join, jump into Discord because it's always funny listening to what the guys have to chat about. Anyhow, you guys all enjoy the rest of your day, your weekend. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. I am out of here and I'll catch you again soon. Bye. You're right, Mrs. Professor. Lego Wednesday. See you all there. Bye.